Welcome back to I Want Second Opinion. Today we have got our in-house gastroenterologist, Dr. Lakshman. Hi, Lakshman. How are you?
Hello, Raj. I'm fine. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. Uh, uh, Friends, you know Dr. Lakshman. He is our gastroenterologist. He has given three previous insights on constipation topics. One was on causes, second was on treatment, and third was investigation in constipation. Today, he has come to us with an interesting topic in the same field of constipation, but about home remedies. Lakshman, you are a pro in this particular topic. Could you please tell me about the home remedies in which our listeners and viewers will be able to help themselves if they are suffering from constipation, please?
Raj, it's very important because it is easily available and very commonly used. And this is the first line. Like treatment
Yeah,
starts at home. The first thing, isn't
absolutely.
it?
Yeah.
So uh, everybody should try this before going to a doctor,
Mm,
or even after taking treatment from a doctor. This should continue. So
mm,
this is important.
yeah.
This home remedies are simple, like water, drinking water,
Hmm.
diet which contains fiber,
Okay.
different types of fibers, activity, exercise, drinking coffee,
Mm,
taking prebiotics or probiotics, some
mm.
simple laxatives which are available at home
Right.
or
Okay.
over the counter, easily available
Oh,
medications. Yeah, these are the simple things which they should start for the treatment.
these are all our grandma taught us all these things, isn't it? When we were young,
Yeah,
actually. I think these
yeah,
are the things that are still golden, I suppose. Now,
exactly.
you mentioned about you first. I think you mentioned about water. What way does dehydration constitute or contribute to constipation, and what can be done to prevent it? How much water should we take, and how does it help?
Yeah, the bowels should move the stools outside. So for
Mm,
that, the stools are hard. It is difficult
mm,
for it to push it out. We need easy, smooth moving poo, which will take out all the impurities or waste products.
all
So
right.
water is important both for making the consistency easy as well as a lubricant. This
Right. Okay. Okay.
so uh, the function of colon, everyone knows that it takes out the last uh, water from the stools to make it dry and push it out. We need to conserve
Okay.
water, so the
Okay.
function level. But if it does too much, the stools become hardened, it can't come out. So we need to have adequate amount of water even in the poo when it's being excreted. Where unlike some of the animals which pass pellets, like
Mm,
goats or rabbits, they take extract all the water.
mm-hmm. Oh,
So
that's why they have pellety, is it?
yeah.
Okay.
So
Right.
what we need to do is should keep it can't we can't pass pellets out. So we should have it soft and easy
Mm.
to push it out. So
All right.
we need good amount of water to be retained till the end of colon.
All right. Okay. Uh,
So generally it's
One,
said
yeah, go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead.
Generally it's said about 2.5 to 3.5 liters of water is important for us to drink so that it helps in excretion of both in urine as well as in the poo.
All right. Okay. 2.5 to 3.5 liters. Do you think that we usually take that much amount of water per day consciously?
Right. We don't drink it as a water, but we drink it in different forms, as
Oh,
well as
invisible water.
we eat the water in the sense that rice cooked in water will have 50% or more water.
Okay.
That
All
way,
right.
uh, invisible water is also there. Everything put together is about
Ah,
2.5.
all right. Okay. Lakshman, in this context, somewhere I read, I'm not sure whether this is true or some kind of a social media stuff. Sparkling water is more effective than tap water in relieving constipation. Is that so? Is,
Yes, to an extent, definitely yes. So just like water, even the air bubbles, which in the sparkling water, they
yeah,
tend to make the things loose and to push it easier.
right.
So it does work better. Even we use Pepsi or Coke water for expelling the things out if something is stuck in the throat or in the
Okay.
chest.
Yeah,
So it helps to make it move easily.
right. Okay.
Only thing is, for some people, it can cause other side effects which are more dangerous than the constipation. Like
Mm-hmm.
it can increase the reflux.
Oh, okay.
So,
That can
we
happen,
tend
is
to
it?
avoid it. And
All
it is
right.
carbon dioxide. Sometimes, for people with COPD with carbon dioxide retention, this can be
Mm.
more damaging. So,
Right. Okay.
without prescription, don't take the sparkling water for constipation.
Right.
Make sure that.
Okay. It's not prescribed, but sometimes it might help. All right. Okay. Now, the second thing what you talked about was fiber, if I'm not wrong. So, what type of fiber is recommended for treating constipation, and why is it effective? Is it bulk forming? Is it obviously?
Yeah, that's true. So, everyone knows that fiber is vegetables and fruits. It's not just as simple as that. There are two types of fibers, basically, soluble
Yeah.
and insoluble. Soluble fibers are those which can get dissolved in water.
Mm.
They, whereas the insoluble ones, they remain as fibers.
Okay.
They form the bulk of the stools. If you have
Mhm.
more of insoluble fibers, they form the bulk of the stools and they try to help in constipation. But
Mm.
these soluble fibers also help in drawing more water and make it soft and help in formation of some lubrication. So
Right.
they are better. So
Okay.
uh, in fact, a combination of both is better for preventing constipation or treating
Okay.
constipation.
Right. Okay.
Soluble fibers, what we commonly is barley, oats, the beans or legumes, green peas,
Mm.
and another medication is called psyllium husk or isapro, which we'll talk
Oh,
to
yeah.
about it
Mm.
very later because it's very helpful.
Okay.
Is very commonly used in the treatment. Whereas
Right.
insoluble fibers, which form the bulk or the whole grains or wheat bran,
Mm.
and many green vegetables, they're insoluble fibers. They form the bulk.
Green vegetables are insoluble, are they?
Yeah, they help to form the bulk.
Right. Okay. Okay. So,
Most
okay.
of them.
Right. Okay. Now, the third one which you mentioned was exercises, I guess. Now, in what way does exercise help in improving the symptoms of constipation, and what type of exercises do you advocate?
Yeah, it's important. So, uh, to say it's simply aerobic exercises or simple movements which will not be firm. It should be very easy and loose. That helps in uh, moving the bowels as well as moving the contents inside the bowels easily. So,
Okay.
walking, fast walking or jogging or simple dance movements can help. So, especially what I suggest is have a good amount of warm water to drink
Mm.
and then do this exercise, which helps both of them together help in bowel movements.
Right. Okay. So, when do you advise these exercises? Do you advise in the late evening or in the morning time?
It should be in the mornings before when we plan to go to the toilet or before that.
All right. Okay. So, regular exercises in the form of walking or any exercises or dance movements and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now, the other thing you mentioned was coffee. Is that right? So,
Yeah.
if coffee is a stimulant, isn't it? How does caffeinated or coffee drinks help in relieving constipation, Lax?
For relieving constipation, one is the bulk and things which we discussed. Other
Mm.
thing is to promote the movements of the bowels.
Oh, right.
So
Okay.
there are some medications or some chemicals like caffeine which can
Mm.
stimulate the movements.
Okay.
Earlier days, you may remember that we used to have castor oil, the grand
Mm.
mass. That
Mm.
also it has got a resource in which helps in contractions of the bowels to empty those.
Oh,
So
sorry. What is that? I didn't hear that.
castor oil,
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
that is helps in contractions and pushing the stool out. It's a
Right.
powerful purgative, but we don't use it now. It can
Right.
have, it can cause more pain and sometimes contractions, and so it's not the ideal one. It's a irritant laxative. We try to avoid it.
But coffee is a stimulant of the bowel, whereas castor oil is an irritant laxative.
It's a
It
lot more.
squeezes the.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. So
Okay.
coffee also has got chicory, which has got some amount of insoluble fibers.
Okay. Okay. So when you wake up in the morning, have a nice cup of coffee, do some dance movements here and there, and then go for the business. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Warm or hot coffee is helpful.
all right. Okay. Warm and hot coffees. Okay. The next one I think you mentioned is about senna. So, what is senna and how does it help?
Senna is also a stimulant laxative. It helps in
Like
contraction of
destroy,
the bowels.
not
Yeah,
an irritant. Okay. Hmm.
yeah. Irritant means it can cause some type of inflammation, etc., and more
Okay.
vigorous contractions, which may not be advised.
Okay.
So, whereas simple stimulants are helpful.
Okay. All right.
So it's easily available over the counter. You can go and buy 1 or 2 tablets per day. That
Hmm.
should be helpful to move the bowels. It's not to be made as a habit regularly, but it helps whenever the contractions are slow or movements are slow, sluggish.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So it's better not to take it over a long period of time. Is it? Is it
Yeah.
like once in a while? Yeah.
And moreover, when the person has got constipation and pain, we don't advise
Hmm.
it.
You don't advise it. Why
Yeah.
is that? Because
Because
the stimulant irritant laxative, is it?
exactly. So pain is because of spasm, and
Okay.
already spasm is happening. No point
Hmm.
making it more.
Right. Okay. So if it is painful, then better not to use that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. The next one, I think you are talking about probiotics. Now,
Yeah, there's
interesting.
always a confusion between prebiotics and probiotics, you know. So
Exactly. I was about to ask you that. If you can kindly explain what is a prebiotic and what is a probiotic, please.
probiotics are the bacteria, helpful bacteria which are in the gut usually. So
Okay.
if they are destroyed,
Hmm.
the bowels don't move well. So these are helpful bacteria which act upon many of the fibers, etc., and other nutrients, and help to create an environment for bowel movements. They help in uh, maintaining the environment, internal environment.
Okay.
Very helpful. So
So the gut microbiome in itself is a huge topic. I have been coming across various studies and literature regarding this gut microbiome. We will talk about it on a later date. Yeah. Sorry for interrupting.
yeah,
Go
it's
ahead,
not
please.
just internal. It is found to be the cause for so many diseases and treatment for diseases.
Okay.
Like the genetics, which we say that it's causing so many diseases, are
Hmm. Hmm.
predisposing factor for so many diseases. Similarly, gut
Hmm.
microbiome is a very huge topic, and
Hmm.
it has been implicated in so many diseases where
Hmm.
previously etiology was not known. So,
Okay.
okay, leave that big topic aside. So, simply in constipation, these microbiome to be retained, the good bacteria should be retained. When the when people take some antibiotics, broad spectrum antibiotics for unnecessary reasons,
Hmm.
it has an impact on the gut microbiome.
Okay.
Most of the bacteria are destroyed. So
Okay.
they end up sometimes having these bowel problems and constipation, etc. So we need
Hmm.
to rejuvenate these bacteria, get them back. So we use uh, these are called probiotics. These are the bacteria which are helpful.
Is it like our what's it called?
Yogurt.
Our fermented drink and stuff like that? Is that the one?
Yeah, it's available as tablets, but in
Hmm.
commercial things. But at
Hmm.
home, we can say yogurts
Hmm.
or any fermented food which have got some yeast and other
Yeah.
bacteria which are
Okay.
helpful. So if these don't help,
Hmm.
we tend to give the bacteria which are alive, Lactobacillus acidophilus or Lactobacillus sporogenous bifidobacterium, and there are many more which are
Okay.
helpful. So there are different combinations you get, like analgesics and antipyretics, analgesic combinations. That way, we got many types of combinations. So
Okay.
commonly used is some VSL3 is some uh, medications which is available,
Okay.
which is helpful to a certain extent.
Right.
It helps usually for first few weeks or months. Then the effect may go, but still, if there's other things are sorted out, I think it is helpful to try it out.
Okay, so probiotics are to be given only in patients who have had their gut microbiome altered, or even in a normal individual, we can take probiotic. You told that because of taking antibiotics and stuff like that, the internal microorganisms gets killed, as a result of which the environment is changed. But here in this particular scenario, would you advise it for even a normal individual who suffers from constipation? Or what is the indication of this probiotic?
It's difficult to say whether the internal environment is damaged or not. We can't find out. So even in so-called normal individuals, when we have constipation, it's one way to try it out.
Right. Okay. So in our Indian food, yes, of course, you mentioned about yogurt. Idli is a good fermented stuff, isn't it? But idli dosa, but they're cooked, is it? Because of that, does the
bacteria get? That's right.
All right. Okay. People talk about kimchi, not our kind of food, but the Korean food, isn't it? That's full of fermented bacteria. Any other Indian food that you can advise, that you come across, or anything at all? I have not come across anything. What about our urugai, the pickle?
Okay, I don't think they have the
that much amount of no. All right then. Okay. So that is the probiotics. Actually, we will talk about probiotics on a later date as a separate topic, Lakshman. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
prebiotics. Yeah, I know you asked about. Prebiotics are actually like food of bacteria. Probiotics.
Oh, all right. Okay.
So for probiotics to survive,
nurturing the bacteria inside our tummy. Okay.
Yeah. Simply, these are the fibers which we ingest, but they are not digestible.
Okay.
Like chlorophyll of the grass.
Okay. Whatever cows eats. Okay. Whatever the cows graze and stuff like that, huh?
Exactly. There are some of the oligosaccharides they call, which are inert. It may be in chickpeas, leeks, onion, garlic. So they are all prebiotics, sorry.
Okay.
Which have fibers which are not digestible, and then they're used by the bacteria to survive and then multiply. They help in constipation.
Right. Okay. Are these available in tablet form as well, the prebiotics, or just the food intake only?
Yeah, of course. Garlic is useful, so they get 7 C's as garlic gem.
Oh,
like that.
Okay, 7 C's tablet. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, those kind of stuff will help it, is it?
Okay. Plain garlic is better than those processed ones.
Right. Okay. So in order to nurture the bacterium in the gut. Okay. The next one you talked about was the laxatives, over-the-counter laxatives. How safe are they, and how long can we use it? And what are the different types of laxatives that are available, Lax?
Magnesium is one of the very good laxatives, what we are using. Either magnesium sulfate or magnesium citrate, which is available easily over the counter. Milk of magnesia is a commonly used preparation. Available both as tablets and as liquid. So it is safe to use it, provided he doesn't have any major problems like some kidney failures, etc., when magnesium levels can go up. Otherwise, magnesium citrate or sulfate is good. Magnesium is generally not well absorbed, so it acts as an osmotic laxative.
Okay.
But in patients with renal failure, even the small quantities which are absorbed may be harmful. So other than that, it is safe.
Right. Okay.
And it can be used temporarily, not for months and months and months. So yeah, it helps initially when you want to get it more regularized. So it is helpful as a local, easy, available remedy.
Right. Okay. Now, any fruits? I heard prunes are helpful in this kind of scenario. Any other fruits or anything that can help in relieving the constipation?
Yeah, many fruits which have got fibers are helpful.
Okay.
Usually bananas, which are one of the commonly used ones, fruits for and grapes sometimes, and prunes. Prunes are helpful because they not just have the good amount of fiber, they also have sorbitol, which helps as a laxatives.
All right. Okay.
So prune juice is one of the commonly used drinks for constipation.
Right. Okay. All right. So in nutshell, if we have to consolidate whatever we spoke right from the beginning when we woke up to the time we go to the bed, what are the things that we need to do in order to help the constipation is wake up in the morning, start drinking water, do some steps, try
Coffee.
and here and there, then have a cup of coffee, and then establish a regular routine of going to the bathroom.
Yes.
Then in the afternoon, you can try our yogurt along with some fruits, banana, prunes, etc., etc. And you are talking about prebiotics that we can take in the form of, sorry, what you told
Onion,
about
garlic,
onion and garlic that you can take. And what else did you tell? And then comes the medications as and
over the
when
counter magnesium
uh,
citrate or even senna, which can be given.
magnesium citrate, and finish the day off with once again with probiotic once again. So I think it is all our grandma stuff that is going to be of major help here, except for the few medications here and there. We used to take them on a regular basis, knowingly or unknowingly. But modern day science, modern day stuff has changed our the way in which we lead our life, and we have put things on the back burner. So
yeah, we know the more scientific way now, as well as we got studies to control studies, which can tell us, oh, this is more helpful than the other one.
absolutely.
In which patients, if they have got some other background comorbidities, which is a better one that we can decide.
Okay, that's where the gastroenterologist will come into action about guiding what needs to be done, what shouldn't be taken, rather than going blindly in this sort of circumstances. Yes,
Exactly.
fantastic. I'm sure all of our listeners would be benefited from the insights that you have given upon this particular topic of home remedies in constipation. Thanks a lot, much appreciated. And we will. I am not going to leave you alone with this topic of constipation. You are a gold mine of information to me. I'm going to pester you on many more topics about constipation before we can jump into the next topic. Thanks a lot, Lakshman. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Nice.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.